Okay, we've been discussing about cross VNet connectivity, and then we've been discussing with different methods of cross network connectivity. Last few videos we've been discussing with VNet peering among VNets, different VNets in the same region or in different regions. Previous video, we discussed about how we're going to use hub bespoke topology with the hub NVA appliance, and how can NVA appliance useful when you are communicating with different type of subnets, right? And we discussed with using Azure Firewall in there. And then previous video we discussed especially with the Azure Firewall, but that was not a bespoke hub topology. It's only a single VNet. Workload VNet is behind the firewall, and we discussed and demonstrated how do we going to uh, achieve firewall protection, going through firewall protection with rules, right? Okay, today's video, as shown in the picture in the diagram, we're going to use again hub bespoke topology. This is what they recommend you to use in a production environment. In this case, we're going to use two different type of gateways, sort of NVAs in a hub network. This is one of the exercise in Azure Learn environment. That exercise I will show you in a soon. Only the problem is that diagram doesn't have much details about how we're going to achieve that. So this is our diagram. I will explain this briefly before we going to create this environment in Azure portal. So we have three different VNets here. The first one is a VNet hub. The firewall is in this network. So um, this VNet hub, we got an Azure firewall as well as a virtual network gateway, right? And then you got a vnet spoke. The spoke represent the workload located in Azure. Let's say you got a workload in here. This is the workload. You got some sort of servers sitting inside this service SN workload subnet, right? And then there's another one more VNet. We're going to represent VNet on-prem. The on-premises virtual network represent an on-premises network. So this one is going to represent on-premises network. That has some workstation computers under SN core subnet, and there's a virtual network gateway. So this virtual network gateway is connected to a hub, VNet hub, through this virtual network gateway. It is using a VPN connection, vnet-to-vnet VPN connection, right? So this connection in between on-premises and hub is going to be vnet-to-vnet. And then we're going to have VNet peering in the workload subnet in here, sorry, uh, VNet spoke and VNet hub. Also, we're going to use the features of virtual network gateway for achieving the routing. So all the traffic we will go through this Azure firewall. So we're going to create some rules to access on-premises to this workload through the firewall, right? As well as go to the internet through the firewall. So we're going to create a sort of rules in the firewall, and these virtual network gateway, we're going to use this virtual network gateway, the features to vnet is spoke to access on-premises network, use this virtual network gateway feature in here because it doesn't have a virtual network gateway. So we could use this virtual network gateway for the communication in between vnet spoke and on-premises, right? All right, so I'm going to start creating resources in my hub, and I'm going to open this is the exercise we're going to do. It's called deploy and configure Azure Firewall in hybrid network by using Azure portal. All right, so let's get created our sandbox, and then we'll start creating our resources. We are ready with the Azure portal. I'm going to create the first resource. Or let's have a look what we have to get. So create firewall hub virtual network. So we're going to create firewall hub virtual network, right? So that is called vnet hub, right? So we're going to create, right? Go here, virtual networks. Okay, so we're going to create a virtual network here. First one is a hub. Let's see what we needed to create a hub network. So it's called vnet hub. We go to next. So we're not creating here firewall or anything for the moment. And so the address space we're going to change a bit according to this one, right? And we just need to create a virtual network gateway and firewall space as well. All right, so this one can change. Right, this one is deleted, so we can add subnet. It's the first one we get to add is a firewall subnet, and that would be needed firewall subnet first. Firewall, and then we're going to use this one 510 to virtual network gateway. Okay, virtual network gateway, adding it, and just need to add another one more for firewall for force tunneling, management, firewall management network, force tunneling. Otherwise, it will give you going to give you error when you're creating a firewall. So for three networks there, nothing. There's nothing on there in a workload or anything. So go next. Next. All right. So we're going to create that one, and let's have a look what else we have to create. So that one we have done. So we're going to create this fork virtual network. Secondly, this one 10.6.0 fork. That's called vnet fork. Let's go and create that. Yeah. All right. So this one is done. Virtual network. We're going to create a spoke. VNet spoke. Next. This is where we're going to change address space. That is going to be 10.0.0.6. Copy. And this default one, we're going to change the name. Name going to be it's then workload. Copy. Okay, let's call it then workload. We'll save. Believe that's it. Oh, yeah, this one. Now go and create that. Review and create. So we can network. Let's have a look at the third one. Or we're going to create on-premises virtual network now. So it's going to be different IP range. VNet on-prem. Copy. So we talk a little bit for virtual networks. Third one. So this time not a silver cloud hasn't been copied. Copy. VNet on-prem. Right. So next. So this is where we're going to change it to space. So we're using a 192.168 address space, and we just have to create a virtual network. So they have to create a one called SNCOV, right? Default one. Okay, let's create a SNCOV. Copy. Go here. So default one going to be changed. Yeah, SNCOV. Oh, sorry, that's wrong. So we're going to change 192.168.0.0. That's good. So default one going to be changed. SNCOV. Right. That's SNCOV. Right. Save. And then we just need to create a virtual network gateway, right? So let's go. We create another subnet. Let's call the virtual network gateway 1.0, right? That's good. Add, revamp, create. So now what we have done is we provided these three VNets, right? With the whole subnet, we allocated the subnet IP address space. Now, next thing is we have to create these resources. So first thing we're going to go is we're going to create Azure Firewall, right? Let's go back. All right, so these all resources are ready. VNets, right? Now it's time to create. Next one is again deploy the firewall. Right? Azure Firewall, copy. Right. Firewalls. create firewall. So I don't know why is that. Doesn't matter. All right, so we can put the name, Azure Firewall. So select the resource group, availability zone, none. We get it basic, right? And firewall policy. Just need to add a firewall policy. W policy 01. Just put firewall policy 01. Okay, that's good. Policy. So going to use hub network. So going to select the hub, right? And public IP address, firewall, PIP, public IP, right? And just need a management IP, firewall, MGT, PIP, public IP. Okay, so put public IP addresses next, X, and we can create. So firewall is in the way, right? Good. I think just need to next step. We just have create network rules, but we have to wait till the firewall finish. I think it was just a close this video uh, until I will complete it because we can't go without firewall creating the rules, right? All right. So this is ready. So I'm going to close this one and let's go into the firewall. Firewall. So what we're going to do here, right? Configure and deploy firewall here, that's done. So configure network rules. So first add network rule to allow web traffic. So what we're going to do, we're going to allow on premises to go to workload subnet. This is what we did in the workload subnet through the firewall, right? There's a, let's say we got a web server in this workload subnet. So on premises, this range need to access that through the firewall through port 80. All right, so it's a network rule. So we're going to add a network rule, right? So let's go. Policy rules. So there's no any rule collection. So we just have to start putting a rule collection instead of adding a rule. So we call it collection network. So let's put a number 100. Allow default network rule collection. All right, let's go and find out the name of this one is allow web. We allow me web to go through that. So web, and then our source IP address range going to be on premises, right? So put on premises, right? And then protocol going to be TCP, right? And port web 80, and then destination range will be workload subnet. workload for range is selected here. All right. With the first one. And because we can't create another role until this role is created, we're going to create a thing they can now add role to allow RDP traffic. So again, we should be able to remote desktop connection from on-premises to that PC in this workload range subnet, right? So second role, we're going to add in the same window. So call allow RDP, right? So going to copy addresses, same address range, right? And same thing, TCP for 3389, right? Addresses also same. All right, so let's quick have a look. Yeah, that's it. And we get to add this rule. So probably going to take um, 2 minutes to add this rule. Uh, That's usually take a few minutes. Let's go and have a look. Until then, what we have to do. All right, now this is the longest one. You just have to create two VNets, sorry, virtual network gateways. So we're going to create virtual network gateway in VNet Hub and virtual network gateway in on-premises. So this usually take about 40 minutes. So let's say started creating them. And so we're going to create first one uh, for gateway hub, GW hub. So we're going to create. So let's go. Virtual net, virtual network gateway. All right, so we can create first one going to be hub, and then the second one going to be on premises. Paste. All right. So this one gateway type VPN. Just going to create the least one because we don't need it so much. Any other? Let's give you VNet hub. So it will load gateway subnet, right? Uh, we're going to create a public IP, right? I'm going to put gateway hub PIP, public IP, and we're going to disable active mode, right? No BGP, everything else disabled. So all basic configuration, right? Preview and create. So we're going to create the other gateway as well because it's taken 40 minutes. So this one called gateway on-prem, right? So virtual network gateways, paste, generation one, okay, on-prem, picking up gateway subnet in on-prem, right? So same thing. You have to create a public IP, PIP. So active mode is disables. Everything else is same. So we get a preview and create. So it's added role collection here. That's good. So this is also we have done, right? So I'm just quickly going to discuss the other steps we're going to do. So once we finish these VPN gateways. We're going to create a VPN connection. So first one, we're creating VPN connection between hub and on-premises. This one going to be vnet to vnet, right? And we have to wait until that one finish. So that's the one we're going to create, and then we're going to peer hub and spoke, right? So first one VPN connection in between vnet to vnet, and second one is peering in hub, right? Most important thing is in the hub, I will explain this use this virtual networks gateway. So hub networks virtual network gateway going to be used in its fork, right? And then we just need to create one or two routes to make sure that everything goes through the firewall. Even anything coming through a VPN gateway should go through the firewall. All right. I'm just going to this one is the next level. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to pause this video for a minute, and then we'll start once VPN gateway is created. Okay, see that it says development succeeded. Other one should finish soon as well. It took about 30, more than 31 minutes, right? Let's have a quick look until the other one finish. I'm going to have a look at what are the next steps. So next step going to be create a VPN connection. So you can create a VPN connection between hub and premises gateway, right? So you have to create a two connection, and the first connection is between hub and on-prem direction, and then on-prem and hub direction. All right. Let's have a quick look. All right. See that is finished. So both of network gateways finished. We'll close this one and go to virtual network gateways. And all right. So select gateway hub. Now under connections, we just need to create connection, right? All right. So let's go. What we can see. All right. So this is up to on-prem, right? First one, right? Okay, so its connection type is vnet, right? And then you're going to use Azure A1, B2, C3, right? That's the shared key. All right, let's go and we'll create this connection, all right? Okay, so go here, connection, loading vnet, that's correct. So we get to paste the name, right? Okay, we'll go next. All right, so gateway of right. Second one, we can select on-prem. Right now, let's go back. I just want to copy this one. Copy, Control V, paste, protocol. We'll leave everything else as it is. So it's running final validation and then validation fast. So creating. All right, good. Let's go back to create the second one. Second connection is on-premise to hub, right? Just need to select the other gateway now. Go to network gateway. Right. Home. Go to network gateways. Okay, so we get to select on-prem connections. Right. Add the connection. All right, so vnet to vnet. That's good. paste. Okay, so go next settings. And select gateway, select on-prem, select hub. Right now, we need that this one. Go paste. Right. Everything else, leave it as it is. And then we have run final validation. Okay, that's good. So here's how we create a VPN connection. So about 5 minutes, the status mode connection should be connected. So we'll leave and we go ahead and now what we created is this connection. So it says about 5 minutes time it will go up and running. So this one is created, and now we're going to create this one, right? VNet peering. Okay, so all right, so we're going to create this one. All right, so copy this one, peering link name. Now let's go, right? So select VNet Hub virtual network. So just go and select Hub or virtual networks, which is between Hub and Spoke, right? So select Hub, right? Under the Hub, but Hub is going to use that Hub. Spoke is going to use Hub's virtual network gateway. All right, so we go and add peering, peering. All right, so peering name, right? Okay, we can select the network. That could be Spoke, right? And, and then allow VNet is Spoke to access VNet Hub. That's normal. So this one, that means allow VNet is Spoke to receive forwarded traffic from VNet Hub. So if anything come to VNet Hub, VNet is Spoke can receive it forwarded. That means if something coming from on-premises, that can be forwarded and allow gateway or route server in VNet Spoke to forward traffic to VNet Hub. No, there's no gateway in VNet Spoke. So this one is not applicable, but enable VNet Spoke to use VNet Hubs. Sorry, VNet Hubs network gateway. So this one is applicable. Once you click on that, it says you must allow the gateway or route server in VNet Hub to forward the traffic. Yeah, that's correct. Right. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to go and select the name, go to Hub, right? So now let's go to this one. All right. So this one is an option now. And see that this option need to be enabled in order to Spoke to use VNet Hub's remote gateway. Because we tick this one, we have to tick that one, right? So that means allow gateway or route server in VNet Hub to forward traffic to VNet Spoke. All right, let's do it. So we get it at this one, right? So that one is creating. Let's go back and have a look at our VPN connection. All right, let's go to virtual networks, not virtual networks, just have to go gateway hub. And let's see the connections, how the connection is stated. It says about 5 minutes time. It's going to be connected. It still is not connected. Unknown is still not yet. Nothing has happened yet. All right. Let's have a look. We'll wait. And we'll go next step. Right. What we have to do is we have to create route tables. Right. So this is what we have to do. So route from the hub gateway subnet to the spoke subnet through the firewall IP address. So up gateway subnet to spoke subnet through the gateway IP address. All right, so we can create this one. That's called UDRS spoke. Or we can create runs tables. Tables. Then create a first route table. That is on the way. Taking a while. Create a route table. Right. Okay. All right. So this one is here. Right. Still picking up. Review. Just to create this one. So it's running validation. It's a little bit slow today because we're trying to create within 3 hours. I had to create all of these I had to create all these resources before my sandbox timeout. All right, so this one is going through. Let's have a look what we have to do. So UDR is fork, right? So route name to spoke and IP addresses. So this one go through virtual appliance, right? Okay. So this is route. Let's go route tables, right? And this one, what we have to do, we have to create a route, right? That's called to spoke, right? To spoke. So address range, this one, copy, right? This spokes one, IP addresses, this range, type, virtual appliance. Now I had to find out the IP address of firewall. I'm going to just duplicate this tab because I want to, otherwise I will lose this progress of that creating. So let's go and have a look. Firewall's IP address, firewall's private IP address. This is it. 10.5.0.4. We can get 10.5.0.4. Right. Okay. So that's adding the first route table. And let's go back and have a look. So this one on the UDRS route phase subnet, vnet hubs gateway subnet is something coming from gateway. It should go through um, the firewall IP address. So let's go and subnet, associate, right? So vnet hubs, Azure Firewall subnet, no, not firewall subnet, it should be gateway subnet. Gateway subnet. Right, see that? Gateway subnet. Right? Alright, so just go and associate gateway subnet. If anything coming from to the gateway subnet, it should back go through firewall to out, right? So it's something coming from on-premises to gateway subnet that go through firewall and go to a SN workload, right? All right, let's go to the second one. What we're going to create here is we're going to create another route table, right? That is for go through the internet, right? So default route from the spoke to subnet. So virtual appliance, it goes through virtual appliance. So let's go and create another route table, right? Create. route table. Okay, so this one is again the same. So this one, I think you have to make sure propagate. That. So which one is propagator? So that we have to disable route propagation. See that propagate gateway route no to make sure it's going through the what do you call through the uh, firewall. So go next and review and create. So propagate is no. That's good. So it's create. Once it's create, uh, we're going to create this route to hub, right? And then we'll associate with this and workload to hub. Or let's go. Deployment is in progress. That's done. Our table republish is on. We're going to create a route. Write at a route name to hub IP addresses. This should be 0.0.0.0. That means internet. Next of type is virtual appliance. What is the IP address of virtual appliance? The firewall. So we're going to put firewall's IP address add. Right, once you add, these one need to be associated to workload subnet. So go to Spoke. Let's send workload. That's correct. All right, I believe this one is done now, right? So for the testing purpose, we just have to create two virtual machines. One need to be in workload. That's in Spoke. So let's create in Spoke one of the uh, and this virtual machine. We just need to allow port 80 and RDP, right? And there's no public IP here. That's what we have to do, right? Okay, so, and we're going to install IIS for testing. Let's see whether this one is going to work or not. I'm not sure because we're going to use a new machine, Windows 2019 data center. Let's have a look. We got anything like that in there, right? So go to virtual machines, create a virtual machine, right? All right, so go to this one, name, paste, right? No availability zones, 2019 data center. All right, let's see if we can do 2019 data center. See all sizes, right? We only allow B2, B range in my sandbox. To user, right? So let's put password, right? Separate password again. Right, so we just need to allow 80 as well. So 80 and RDP. So go, this one is going to be standard SSD networking. This one is not in the hub, in a spoke. It's in workload, no public IP addresses, right? And just go next, disable diagnostic, go to advanced. That's where we trying to install uh, IIS. I don't know if it's going to work, but anyway, just copy and paste, right? That will install IIS. Let's see. All right, create review and create. That's the workload machine, which is we run as the web server. We're trying to access it through on premises. All right, now let me go back creating a virtual machine in on premises, right? 3389. Okay, got a public IP address we can log in. Right, okay. That's what we're going to create. Go home, virtual machines, create another virtual machine. Most of them might have already selected, so let's go to this one. Right, what is the name? Name going to be VM on-prem, right? On-prem, okay. Copy VM on-prem. No, availability 9, but trusted machines are same. Sure, user, right? So going to password here. That was good. Next disk. Going to use standard SSD networking, not in a VNet hub. This should be in a on-premise in co-op. We need an on-premises ID. Next, disable diagnostic event create. So this machine is on the way. So creating those machines. All right, that's good. So what we have done now, test the firewall. So what we have to do, note that private IP address of this port one virtual machine, right? Azure portal, connect to this on-prem. We're going to connect through RDP, and then we try to see whether we can open the web page, right? We can also check RDP connection, right? RDP connection. See that RDP. Let's have a look. If it doesn't work, we can try RDP. One of them should be working. If that script works, that should work. All right, let's go and have a quick look. This one is still on progress. Deployment, virtual machines, right? So what I want to have a look. All right, so this one is still going through, right? So close. So it's still there. The last one VM on premise creating, right? Once that one finish, we get to log in into that and going to check. It's already gone for 48 uh, minutes long video. Just going to hold. All right. So this one is ready on-prem, right? Let's see. We can log in into that machine. Public IP address. This is the public IP address, right? Okay. Right. I'm just clicking on to logging into a machine, right? I should be there, but let's check what is the private IP address of this fork. That's where we're going to use so 10.6.0.4. 10.6.0.4. That's the one we're trying to access through the web. If it doesn't work, we'll try RDP because sometimes those script doesn't work. Right? Here. So let's have a look. Start without this one start without browsing. Let's have a look. Paste and go. Hmm. If it's installed IIS, we should be able to access that. I don't think it should not take that long. All right, let's see whether RDP is working. If RDP is working, At least we know that we can log in and then we can have a look what's wrong with the web server 10.6.0.4. All right, this code is coming up. Let me log in into that machine and have a look uh, what is wrong with that web. We might have that script doesn't work properly. All right, we probably be logging into that machine. Right, see that? We are in this machine. What I can do, I can just quick install IIS in there, right? Let me install IIS. So we'll make sure our web is working. Just coming up, second machine, this one. See that? This one is coming up. All right, make it bigger. Let's make it a little bit bigger so you can see that. Just taking time. Right. That's good. This the server manager start or the server manager is coming up. What we can do is add rows and features. Manager is still starting. Good. Still starting. I'm in a hurry because the video goes for 52 uh, minutes now. Add rows and features. Still not ready. Come on. Seems alright now. Yes, just going to add IIS here. Web server here, see that? Add feature. Next, next. Install. So it's getting installed IIS in the remote machine, and once it's finished, we're going to refresh this one to make sure the IIS page will come up here. It's still in the feature installation going through. Just going to hold it. All right, you can see that the feature installation is succeeded. So we can close this one, right? And you can refresh this one. See that? Information server coming up. That script didn't work some reason. I don't know what it is, why it didn't work. So if you go here in this machine, if you go to localhost, then you should be able to see this one working, right? I don't know. Let me. So this one is installed in localhost here. Go to localhost. Bullshit. Yeah, see that it's coming up. So that's where what it is. All right. What is anything else we can test? And just going to minimize this one and go with that. So for this one, right? Okay, so RDP is working as well. The next change action firewall deny just work at show pyro classic. All right, so let's have a look. This one they're telling us to just check going into denying the firewall rule. Let me try that one quickly to that. Policy one, right? Network rules. I don't know how long will it take, right? So go edit. Let me check something. Action select deny. So action. Where do you select action? Mm, Edit. You don't have option here. Where is the action? Cancel the full collection. Let's go to all collection. I think this one is a role collection. Yeah, see that? We can't do it from that one. We're going to do it's in here. Deny, right? Deny. Let's have a look. We got to save and quick have a look. Update and role collection. Um, let's see we can we possibly go into a local host. So let's go on. Refresh. Just coming. Refresh. Just can minimize. This one take a little while. Updating role collection. Uh, we just denying that role. So it should stop coming up. That's what it said. Should deny. On the test again. Test change the role should fail this time. All right. Take a little while. Just going to pause that video. Otherwise, it's nearly 1 hour now. See, this is just refreshing. I think it's going to time out now. Just rotating here. Right, so let's find our DPS. See that? It's blocking from see that? Now it's again blocking. So that now with the denying. I think this is gone for nearly 1 hour today. It's the longest video I have ever created. So actually we learned a lot of things from here. Uh, so I'm going to here we check using both network. How do you going to use virtual network gateway plus Azure Firewall with a workload? So it's workload and on premises demonstrating. All right, guys. This is it. We're going to see you guys from next video, which is going to be virtual WAN, vWAN. Until then, thank you very much.